Oh yeah, let's give everyone a chance to get in here, and then I'm about to play the trailer, and then we're gonna discuss it. This is actually, you know, most of the footage from this trailer has been already put in previous trailers, like, you know, the 2 we got before the season started, promotional photos they've released. So there is a few new scenes, and I'll be discussing those. But yeah, just let's give everybody a couple minutes, and I'll repeat what I just said. Alright, let's get this fucking party rocking, son. We got like 30 people already in the chat. What is up, everyone? Let's do some quick shout-outs. Chair. We got shout out to Maria Sabin. Shout out to, let's see, Betty Nueve. Shout out to General Hajif. Shout out to Lorraine Brown. Shout out to Papa Kissel. Shout out to Raspberry Creative. Shout out to myself, Sir Hans Review. Shout out to Simon. And shout out to Extra Crispy. And everyone else who I missed, I will try to catch up with y'all. Or, I mean, give more shout outs later. Alright, so basically, this is the trailer. Like I said, some of the shots we have seen before. What I've noticed, you know, immediately was the dragon. And I've got this on a loop. It's the way I have to have it set up. So we're just going to kind of take it as it goes. This is going to be like probably only 30 minutes or so. I actually have a chicken sandwich waiting on me as soon as I finish it. A chicken Caesar sandwich from Panera. But yeah, you know, like I said, I think the main point of this was to tease. Oh wait, I need the audio to be playing for the trailer. That would probably help. So here, I'm gonna let this play through maybe 2 more times so you guys can catch everything, and then we'll start taking questions.
I believe you have a role to play.
I also need to check to make sure you guys can hear this. Hear the trailer, that is. Hope I don't get copyright striked for this. I think, you know, this is basically what I would have done in my video anyway. So
And I will.
Should be good.
The Mad King's daughter will destroy the realm. We must stand together. If we
I'll turn my mic down.
We can't defeat the Night King's army on our own. Daenerys has dragon fire.
A Targaryen cannot be trusted.
If we don't band together, we will die.
Winter is here, Your Grace.
So you guys can hear
Everyone is your
audio
enemy.
from the trailer, so that's good.
Everyone is your friend.
Alright, so yeah, just watch it a little bit. It just restarted.
Every possible series of events.
The resolution, it was uploaded to Twitter, so I had to maneuver that and manipulate the video resolution, and this was the best I was able to get it, and I had to keep it at such a small frame, so that way. Alright, it is about to restart. After this time, I'm gonna start discussing what's going on. So we got Daenerys the Dragonstone, we got Drogon taken off. You know, I had previously predicted that the reason why Drogon is going to get so big is because he's at Dragonstone. That's why we didn't get too many shots of him in the first episode. Now, a few weeks could have passed, and he's gotten bigger because he's on a volcanic island eating lots of fish.
Targaryen cannot be trusted.
Eating like a goddamn islander.
If we don't band together, we will die.
Winter is here, Your Grace.
I got this delicious wine lemonade. Oh look, it was Euron. The people were praising Euron, like we said. His gift is Alaria sand.
Every possible series.
You know, a few people think it might be Tyrion. I hope it's not Tyrion. That would be an insane opening. I'm sure Daenerys would have to make some sort of bargain to get him back.
As does another.
And Melisandre, that's the most important part right there. Melisandre just said, both of you have a role to play. When I heard that, my head started ringing like a fucking bell. I was like, what does that mean?
And
I thought she was gonna switch to her side and be like, you know what, Jon Snow, I thought I was wrong about him, but obviously she's seen too much, and Jon Snow's come back from the dead. So she is now, she's about to play like probably one of the biggest roles in bringing them together. She's, I mean, I know Daenerys is sort of quick to trust people, but it sounds like Melisandre might be the one who like puts the nail in the coffin, so to speak, and basically says, look, you guys need to get together. Y'all are fucking ice and fire. Technically, y'all are more fire than ice because Jon Snow is also half fire. But yeah, oh man,
is happening all at once.
Looks like we got a quick shot of Casterly Rock getting seized, which is also another prediction that I made. And I think link down below in the description is a link to my. Oh, my mic is low here. Let me turn it up.
I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms.
I think too many voices at once here. Let me turn the trailer audio off. Sorry about that. Alright, so yeah, so basically what I was saying was I think Melisandre is going to be you know, playing a more pivotal role than we all knew in bringing Jon Snow and Daenerys together. I honestly thought she was going to switch camps and be like, hey, you know what? I thought it was Jon Snow. Now I think it's you because you're fire incarnate, but it sounds like she still believes Jon Snow has a bigger role to fulfill, which is going to be amazing in bringing Jon. She's going to be like the nail in the coffin, so to speak. You know, we did get the shot of I don't know if you guys heard me when I had said this previously, but we did get shots of Casterly Rock being seized and also Euron walking through the streets of King's Landing being cheered. Yes, we are live. Yes, we are live. I should be easier for me to keep up with the chat this time too because I'm not doing face cam, so I can actually watch the chat. All right, let's see how many people we got watching here. You know, I figured you guys would be okay with putting the trailer on loop. You know what I mean? It's like an additional 20 seconds longer, and we do get the shot of Jon Snow saying Daenerys has dragon fire, and then it looks like. That's when Jon Roy stands up and says, a Targaryen can't be trusted. Now the question is this before or after Jon Snow finds out about his parentage? Because my bold prediction for episode 2 is that someone will finally tell this motherfucker, and it might be Littlefinger, or Bran, since he probably arrives at Winterfell. Bran is out of this trailer, so it looks like the reason being is because he will be arriving at Winterfell. You notice who's also absent from the trailer? Not necessarily absent, but only has 1 or 2 scenes. Samwell Tarly. And that's because every scene that he gets into this season, he will be doing something insane. Hey kitty, can you stop biting my foot, bro? Like that's not cool. I'm trying to stream here, dude. Alright, so yeah, let's see how many people are watching. Sir Hunts on YouTube is live. Oh, damn, we got 78 people. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So yeah, it looks like Jon Royce, you know, whether Jon Snow, my bold prediction, backtracking a little bit, is that Jon Snow will find out about his parentage. Now, it will be from Bran or Littlefinger. I think the reason why Bran is missing from the trailer is because he is... audio should be good. Shout out to Daughter of Ice and Fire. Yeah, the audio should be good. I'm not sure. You guys should be able to hear me. I turned the audio down from the trailer. All right, but yeah, that's one thing about looking at the chat is I get super distracted. Damn, what was I just talking about? Oh yeah, so yeah, no, I know a few of you guys disagree with me. But yeah, no, I think Jon Snow will find out about his parentage this season. I'm not saying he's going to believe it, and I don't think it's going to change anything in the way he acts. He will still and always will be a Stark. He always is, always will be. That's what's going to make him the ice part of the union between him and Daenerys. He is half fire, but, you know, Daenerys is fire. What was something else? It looks like we actually got a clear angle of the person sharpening that sword. That might... I wish I could have paused it, but I can't. Let me see if there's a way to pause it on that. Let's see, I don't have any actual controls over it. I do have it on loop. What happens if I take off the loop? Let's see. Oh, it'll just keep looping itself anyway. Okay. Well, yeah, no, we did get another shot of that person sharpening the sword, which has been in all the trailers. So I think that will be a pivotal moment. And it looks like we could see some of their robes. Maybe that's Samwell sharpening Heartsbane. Let's see, we got some more shots of the courtyard at Winterfell. It looks like the Karstark Lord, or no, sorry, the Umber Lord. I can't think of his name right now. The little boy looks like he's learning how to use the bow and arrow, which is funny because that's probably the same target that Bran shot at and missed, and Arya shot from a distance and hit a fucking bullseye. That's probably that same target. That was episode 1. Another shot of Missandei and Grey Worm hooking up. A shot of Arya looking terrified behind her in the woods. Tyrion standing on the cliff. Daenerys standing on a cliff as well. It looks like they're looking at something. That could be where Arya betrays Daenerys, so to speak, and takes off with their fleet to try to conquer King's Landing. Which, if Daenerys, you know, if she really, really thinks about it, and she should do this, basically go ahead and attack. You know, now Stannis had less forces, and he was able to almost take King's Landing. And it looks like Cersei is meeting with Randall Tarly, so those are probably some Tarly archers, in fact, mixed in with Cersei's troops. Or I guess we could say Jaime's troops. But that's interesting because in the shot before we didn't see him up front. So now it looks like she did in fact call everyone who should, you know, potentially remain loyal to. Maybe she'll offer Randall Tarly Highgarden. What do you guys think about that? Do you think she's going to offer Randall Tarly Highgarden? Because I think he may say something like, you know, my son. This will also be a true test of his character. Do you think that, you know, we know Dickon got recasted, so maybe that's Dickon behind him. But do you think that he will immediately jump to Cersei's side? I think he may be a little bit hesitant, and it would be cool to see if he actually does kind of love his son. We know he doesn't. He says it to his son all the time, but it will see if he has, like, you know, since he knows that he could potentially be going through with killing his son, do you think he'll immediately jump to her side, or do you think he'll try to get her to bargain with him a little bit more, and maybe that's when she'll offer him Highgarden? I don't know. I'm not sure. And if you would like to just watch this trailer, like just as of itself, I don't think as of right now Game of Thrones or HBO has uploaded it, but you can actually go to my channel, and I uploaded that trailer just by itself, and you can watch that. It's about 50 seconds. So what do you guys think Tyrion's doing when he walks up to that cliff? I initially thought when I first saw the trailer, I was like, okay, this dude is about to go mount a dragon, and it's going to be fucking epic. That's probably not the case. It looks like the dragons are kind of doing their own thing. You know, I know Daenerys has control of them, but it looks like they might just be watching someone arrive like Jon Snow. I do think Jon Snow will be arriving this episode. I'm sticking to that decision. Alright, so actually, you know, after further notice, it looks like Randall Tarly might have been meeting separately from that shot that we got of the Northern Lords before. You know, I can actually pull it up real quick. Let me do that. Let's see. It was the Northern Cersei meeting with the Northern Lords. Here it is. I think. Yep, that's it. Yeah, you can't really spot Randall Tarly from this picture. So I do think that is probably a separate meeting. I think she might meet with these people initially. These might be the houses that were closest to or in the actual Crown Lands. Maybe they were closest to be able to get to King's Landing. And then it looks like that meeting with Randall Tarley takes place separately because Randall Tarley's up front and he has a few of his house guards with him. I think he may deliver the information that his son is up north and I don't know. See, this could be the first time that Cersei could hear something about the White Walkers from someone other than one of her enemies. Like, Randall, I don't think it's safe to say Randall Tarley is her enemies, and he might be like, my son is going insane. He said he killed a White Walker. He's in league with the Northern Bastard. Do I have your permission to go sack the Citadel and go take back my fucking blade or something? You know, I don't know. We will see. Back to the trailer. Alright, looks like Littlefinger's still up to his old ways. It also looks like Davos might catch up with Sansa after maybe one of those conversations with Littlefinger, because he does say, you know, you guys need to stick together or we're all dead. I'll turn the audio for the trailer back up in a few minutes, just so anyone who's just now joining can rehear the audio. But like I said, if you would like to watch the trailer just like as of itself, you can click on my my channel, and I uploaded the trailer by itself about 30 minutes ago. You can go watch that and then come back and discuss it with us. Alright, so we have about 120 people watching. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my mic back down and then turn the audio for the trailer up and let it loop maybe 3 more times, and then I will start discussing it again.
I believe you have a role to play, as does another.
I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms, and I will. The Mad King's daughter will destroy the realm. We must stand together if we hope to stop her.
We can't defeat the Night King's army on our own. Daenerys has dragon fire.
A Targaryen cannot be trusted.
If we don't band together, we will die.
Winter is here, Your Grace.
Everyone is your enemy. Everyone is your friend.
Alright, now I do see someone in the chat saying that Littlefinger shouldn't die and that he should stay alive. No, I think Littlefinger deserves the one true Westerosi gift, which is like what I just typed in the chat. I'm gonna go back to letting the trailer loop because it is restarting right now.
I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms, and I will. The Mad King's daughter will destroy the realm. We must stand together if we hope to stop her.
We can't defeat the Night King's army on our own. Daenerys has dragon fire.
A Targaryen cannot be trusted.
Alright, so look, let me clarify. I used to be a fan of Littlefinger. Ever since season 5, his whole plot, or his whole, like, you know, manipulating part of his character has sucked. It's been terrible. He makes the dumbest mistakes. Like, if he truly cared about Sansa, he would not have gotten her raped. He should have found out a little bit more about Ramsay. Ramsay himself said that people around fucking the Dreadfort used to be afraid of him. Everyone was, except for the Kennelmaster's daughter, which is why he was friends with her. So if everyone in, you know, they're sort of a higher house in Westeros. They're not one of my favorite houses, but House Bolton is, well, pretty well known. Littlefinger should have known something that simple. You know what I mean? Or he did know, and he didn't care, and he wanted someone to basically rape Sansa and make her very vulnerable so he can swoop in and somewhat save her. If that was the case, that's terrible fucking planning. Like, this dude is an asshole. I used to be a fan of, you know, some of the moves he made. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, this dude is plotting. You know what I mean? You can tell, last episode, he's getting desperate. He had to pull up, you know, the conversation about the Hound to try to remind Sansa about, hey, you remember the first time, you know, I told you, it's just dumb. He's like running out of screen time, basically. Like, he's done everything cool that he could do, and honestly, you know, when you really super analyze it, it was nothing cool. He plays a very shitty way. He's not honorable at all. Fuck Littlefinger. You know what I mean? Like, he used to play the game well, and that used to get you far, but the game is about to be broken. Daenerys is going to break the fucking wheel. You know, she's been saying that since season 5. So it's going down. The wheel is officially about to, the game doesn't matter anymore. It's all about the war for the dawn. So there's that. Yeah, it doesn't, I mean, honestly, like he doesn't have any, like, what is his plan? He wants to further divide the Starks so he can fuck everything up? Like, you're gonna be a fan of him if he succeeds and Jon and Sansa start warring with each other? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is your end game, bro? Like, they're brother and sister. You can't really put a wedge in between how Sansa already, you know, treated him when he was younger. She obviously wants nothing to do with this dude. She's made it clear. She said, I'll just assume you said something witty, and then walk the fuck away. That's like one of the coldest outros ever. Like, it's nuts. You know what I mean? I can start taking some questions, because like I said, this is only going to be about we got about another 5 minutes left. So if you guys want to start loading me up with some questions, I will happily take them, and we can, you know, take it from there. Ace Newland, so many live chats, so little time. Shout out to Ace. She has been a long time subscriber. Love chatting Game of Thrones with you. Let's see. All right. Let's see. We got some questions. We'll get some questions going in. Okay. Q&A from Sir Boudster. Who thinks Littlefinger is yet to do something that changes our opinion of him? That may be his greater purpose that we have not realized yet. Okay, so I like that. I like that. Sir Boudster's basically saying, like, how do I know that he's not gonna have a character arc that will redeem himself? The only thing that Littlefinger can do that will redeem himself is when Jon Royce takes the Knights of the Vale away from Jon Snow. If Littlefinger jets back and talks to Robin Arryn and say, hey, look, you know, Sansa's still in danger. This motherfucker Jon Royce just took all the troops because he disagreed with what Jon and Sansa said. That will be the only thing left for him to do. Trust me, when I try to make my opinion on a character, I try to go through all the possible things. And especially, like you were saying, a redemption arc. That's like what the show is known for. The Hound, Jaime, like the show is Theon. The show makes some of the best fucking character arcs where they can make you hate someone and then make you love them, or you start out loving them and then you hate them. You know what I mean? The show's really good at that. So with Littlefinger, he is a very popular character, and before I formulated my opinion, I thought about this stuff. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying the only thing that he could do that would make me be like, all right, this dude is kind of cool. It'll suck when he does die because we know he's gonna die anyway. That's the only thing he can do. Go to Robin Arryn, and if Jon Royce is successful in taking the if Jon Snow heads to Dragonstone, he's not going to take his whole army. So the Knights of the Vale, Jon Royce, Sansa, and Littlefinger will all be there. So if Littlefinger like steps up, because he's put Jon Royce in his place before in season 6. The first time we saw Robin Arryn in like 2 seasons, the dude had grown like 6 feet. You know, Jon Royce was trying to get Littlefinger to pay for his getting Sansa raped, which honestly he should have, but he was able to put him in check. So maybe they showed us because Littlefinger's gonna put him in check again, and you know, sort of be like, hey, look, Robin, it's me, your Uncle Peter. Can you just not? You know what I mean? That's probably one of the only things that he could do. Is there someone else live right now? I'm not sure. If they are, you know, I'm not. Oh yeah, Philip DeFranco is live. I will be going back and watching that. Shout out to Philly D, bro. He's a Game of Thrones fan. It'd be cool as shit if I could like yeah, let's get a few more questions in. I got like maybe 2 or 3 more minutes left. Like I said, I wanted to keep this short because this was like my breakdown of the trailer. Somewhat. You know, it's not really a trailer, it's a promo, so I didn't want to do a full-out video. I just figured it'd be easier to kind of chat with you guys for, you know, about 30 minutes or so. Q&A. This is from Jessican Nadu. Will Jorah be next in line for Bear Island? Oh, that's a really good question. I've been looking forward to him meeting Lyanna Mormont. That's gonna be probably one of the greatest meetups of this season, which we know it will happen if Daenerys ends up going up north. I do think that Jorah, along with Samwell, they'll be leaving the Citadel together. So I think that Jorah will go up north. You know, I think he may try to go meet up with Daenerys, but I think Samwell might convince him, you know, you have grayscale, Daenerys is going, we're gonna have to get Daenerys to use her dragons to fight. Why don't you kind of come up here and you know, start helping out. As far as him being next in line for Mormont Island, I don't know. I mean, you know, he kind of blew his chances. He did he was a poacher. He basically sold men into slavery because they were poaching on his land. I didn't mean to say he was a poacher, but, you know. So, because of that, he was exiled, if I'm not mistaken. But then he did get a pardon for ratting on Daenerys. He got a pardon from, it was from Robert Baratheon before he died. So, not really sure about how that'll work. I don't know if that pardon will hold any weight. I think, if anything, everybody's petty crimes back in the past. I'm not saying that selling someone to a slaver is a petty crime by any means, but I'm just saying, like, past stuff like that, like Melisandre convincing Stannis to burn Shireen, that kind of stuff is probably going to be let go just a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, and the only reason why is because nothing else matters except for the oncoming threat of the White Walkers, or the oncoming threat of the Night King and the army of whites, because there's only like 6 White Walkers, and honestly, you could take 20 good men with like 3 Valyrian steel swords and take out those motherfuckers. Jon Snow is like probably the greatest swordsman in Westeros right now, and he's got 2. No, he's got 1. Mira has a couple though. Shit, Mira got one with the fucking dragonglass spear to the neck. Mira is where it's at. Alright, so let's see. Right, I'll take one more question. This is from Eric Jones, and he says, Q&A, do you think there will be a round 2 with the Hound and Brienne, or basically like a Sandor Brienne Bowl 2? Probably not. I think Sandor will be shocked to see her, but then again, not really, because he knows she's taking after the Starks. I don't know if he's heard that she's with, he probably hasn't heard that she's with Sansa, so I think Sandor will be shocked to see her. I think she'll be even more shocked to see him, because she probably thought she left him for dead. So usually pushing one off of a mountain will do that, will leave you for dead. Alright, so, you know, like I said, I wanted to keep this kind of short. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to enter my contest for 10,000 subscribers once I reach that goal here on YouTube, hopefully that will be within the next week, and I'll be choosing a winner. You can win a lovely Daenerys Dark Horse figurine. All you have to do to enter that contest is like this video, comment down below, make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube, and then go ahead and turn your notifications on for this channel every time I upload Game of Thrones content. My name's Mark, and I want to thank you all for rocking with me. This has been Sir Hunt's Reviews.